All right, all right. We are live at 5. Welcome back to another community breakdown. We're in Davenport, Florida. Before we get started, if you're new here, my name is Christian Clay, and the guests that I bring onto this show are licensed realtors that are on my real estate team, and they're specialists in their area. This is how we're able to give you quality breakdowns in a variety of places. But I have to warn you, this isn't that beautiful community breakdown. I'm not even playing it. Listen. This isn't that beautiful community tour with all the glamour and the glitter. No, we keep it real here. We want to give you as much information as possible. We do unedited footage. We're going to give you a driving tour so you can see exactly what it looks like driving into your community. We're going to go over all the amenities, all the fees, proximity to things. We're going to give you a home tour so you can see a floor plan, go over some of the finishes, the buying process. Of course, we're going to go over the cost and, the numbers on what it's going to cost you to get into a community like this. Along the way, you're going to get some stories. You're going to get our insight. You're going to get our expertise. Some of the stories are going to be scary, but I promise you it all comes from here because we want you to be as informed as possible. And today we actually have on Mr. Josh Willis. All right, man. Wait, hey, what are we taking a look at today, man?
So we got Deer Run out in Davenport. You got two builders out here. It's going to be a DR Meritage community. It's going to be a little bit of a smaller one, probably 83 and 83 between the two builders, so 160 roughly. But they're also going to have some, decent amenities out here. They got the swimming pool, the dog park, stuff like that. So HOA is going to be low out here. It's going to be about $50 a month, but your CDD is going to be up around 207, and that's going to cover the amenities. It's going to cover keeping the everything nice, the sidewalk, street lights, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
They have a nice sign coming into all three entrances of this community, so that's also where some of them fees go to.
Oh, you guys are paying for the sign.
Perfect.
But we was actually out here the other day, and first thing I noticed driving in is, it's kind of old school Davenport. You got a lot of older homes, older mobile homes. But once you get in the community, you kind of feel like you're away from everything. It's kind of like a rural setting,
Yeah.
Bunch of trees around, palm trees. You got some bodies of water around. It's pretty nice little community off by itself.
This is how you're able to get the affordable prices. We get a lot of people that reach out to us about Davenport. And they're like, why are the prices so affordable out here? Why? Well, you saw the drive-in, right? It's not the most miraculous place. Davenport is a very old city. It's an old city. So as you said, there's going to be a lot of older homes that are sitting on 3 acres of land that's wooded, and they have, maybe an old boat that's parked out front, or you might see a little pocket of homes that are brand new homes that are just kind of specced out, just 5 homes that some sort of developer bought. Like there's this big mix of old Florida. But I do really quickly, before we jump into anything else, I want to show everybody where we're at and then give them an idea of, proximity to certain things. So here's Orlando. Here's Tampa. We always do Lakeland. Here's Lakeland. Oh, that's the coast over there. You don't want to go to the coast, do you? Or maybe you do. All right, so here's Haines City. Here is Davenport. This is where we're going to be at, okay? I really quickly want to touch on a few things. This main artery is Highway 27, all right? And this is going to be kind of your source of amenities to an extent. It's not going to wow you. There's a lot of traffic on Highway 27, but this is most people's route to Interstate I-4, right? And so you have Pause and Park up here, which we'll break down. But when I say amenities, you have your Walmart, you have a bunch of Publixes, you have your hospitals here, and this is Highway 27. Check this out. So we put in, you're about 28 minutes to 45 minutes to Disney. Let me just back up here a little bit. Now, I know we put some of this stuff on the videos every now and then, and people are like, how 28 minutes to Disney? Where did he get his directions from? Well, depends on what time of the day, and, Google Maps is hopefully not lying to us, but it could be as little as 30 minutes. It could definitely be 45 minutes. That traffic can get crazy. You're not too far from things, all right? I know you were going to talk about a new Publix Plaza going in. You're 12 minutes right now to the current closest Publix. What could you say on the Publix Plaza that's going to be going in?
The new one coming in, you're probably like 5 minutes.
There you
It's
go.
literally straight down the same street that this community's on.
Now I will say this. Remember we were talking about Highway 27 being, a lot of traffic and kind of this main artery here. Well, here's your back way. I wish these little pop-ups just didn't happen. I'll figure it out here. Here's your back way to Posner Park, okay? So 19 minutes, about 20 minutes. A lot of people in surrounding cities go to Posner Park to shop. Let's just spew out a few places that you can go to at Posner Park. There's a movie theater. I always bring up Target and Best Buy and Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm not going to let you take that one from me. What else do you have at Posner?
You got all the women seem to always love the Five Below. They got
Yeah.
a couple little thrift shops over there. They got a sweet wholesale BJ's that they just put in not long
There you go.
ago. You got your JC Penney's. I mean, there's a ton of stuff over there. Pretty much anything you're looking for, you can find something similar in Posner Park.
That's exactly right. 13 minutes to Advent Health. All right, let's get back to your drive, people. Let's get back to your drive here. So hit us with some other stuff.
So it's a smaller community. It's kind of
Wait,
right
whoa. Do I? Whoa.
Perfect.
I was really impressed when I seen that palm tree go by me. The way they
Dude.
had that thing stringed up.
Yeah, I
It
know it.
was I was just hoping it didn't fall on my truck.
I bet you all thought palm trees just grew in Florida. No, they bring them in by tractors, people. All right, I'm sorry. Last time, go for it. Go for the everything in the community.
I know it's a smaller community. It's kind of just outside city limits, but you're still really close to everything, like you just said. So this is going to be more for a family looking for affordability, but still want to be close to the attractions, but not right in the mix of everything. The people that probably aren't going to care for this one are the ones that want a lot of say so on the interior design of their house, because this is a spec community, which means they're going to build it the way they're going to build it, which is how they keep it affordable.
Yep.
So anybody looking to be in the city, real close to everything, want a lot of say so, this probably isn't going to be for you.
Great. Very
But
nice.
you're going to have 3 to 4 bed, 2 to 3 bath, anywhere from 1,400 square feet all the way up to 2,300 square feet. You got all 50-foot lots out here.
That's
They
cool.
do back up to some retention ponds and other stuff. So, some yards are going to be more desirable than others.
50 foot's not huge, but I tell you what, 40 foot is kind of what I would expect out here. So 50 foot that's good. That's the width between you and your neighbor. So that's a good thing, everybody. It's a good thing.
And the prices are going to range from 300 to 400, which in this market, that's very affordable.
Very affordable, people. And we're going to go over those numbers. I'll break them down for you, okay? So hold your freaking horses. Hold your freaking horses.
But you got a lot of opportunities for jobs around here. Like you said, you're right by Advent Health, which we know healthcare is, and it's booming.
Yep.
You got Amazon warehouse that just went in not long ago, and I mean, very good paying jobs out there. And like we just said, you got the brand new Publix going 5 minutes down the road. So anybody in the grocery industry, there you go.
There you go. That's you. And I tell you what, some people may not know this, but the largest employer in the state of Florida is Publix, believe it or not. So that, and they do a really good job from hiring within. There's a lot of people that just start off as a cashier. I mean, we're over here talking about a community breakdown. We're talking about being a cashier at Publix, right? But there's people that take their careers to the next level in Publix. So if you don't have that high end, look, this is exactly what we're talking about right here. Check this out. Right? He's exiting the community. And this is not a bad thing, but you know where you get the real from. Like, we want you to see these things, okay? It'd be easy for us to take a camera inside of the community, throw some music on, and do the flashy ins and outs. No. We want you to see this. A lot of our clients, we don't get to meet them until it's time for them to move in. You're coming from New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, California, wherever you're coming from, right? And you don't get to see your home. Well, we want you to understand what you're living around, so when you move in, you're not like, dang, I didn't expect this. I thought I was just getting this home for $330,000. I didn't know that right outside of my community, there's some older looking things.
Oh yeah. There's you could see some coming in, you could see some right there. I mean, it's like I said, we're in the old school part of Davenport. Like this is what the Davenport I remember growing up looked like.
Yeah. Bunch of orange groves. Here goes a small house. Bunch of orange groves. There goes a trailer. Bunch of orange groves. That's $1 million mansion somebody built on 20 acres of orange groves. Yeah, that's what Davenport typically is. So, what about
Yeah, but
schools?
also in this community, you got three schools that are within about 5 miles. You literally got Davenport Elementary. I mean, you could throw a rock to it. You'll actually see the top of it when I throw the drone in the air. You got Boone Middle School that's about 3 miles down the road. And then you got my alma mater, Ridge Community High School, that's 2 miles down the road.
Ooh, Ridge. We're not going to talk about when I used to play Ridge back in the day. Good athletes out there, though. Good athletes. So as you can see, there's a lot of land, and you can bet your butt where you see all of the big green patches, there's going to be more development to come, okay? One thing that I will say, in Davenport, in Haines City, even in Lake Wales, even in Claremont, like you notice it more as you go into Claremont. You start to see, the undulation in the land, right? And it's because Florida has this ridge that goes from like Lake Wales all the way up to even like Mineola, and it just gets higher and higher. So you start to notice some of these communities are going to have some hills in it, which, it a little different feeling than that same basic feel that you typically would see in a Florida community. So, there's some cool to it, I would say.
Yeah, you're definitely on a ridge in this area. I mean, everything that they do in this area, like barbecue competitions, fireworks, it's all whatever on the ridge. I mean,
It's
that's what
something on
this
the
area
ridge.
is
And
known
then the
for.
high school you went
Yeah,
to is Ridge Community High School.
yeah.
Sanctuary on the Ridge. I can we just did one. We did a contract the other day. I can't even remember the name of the community. Man, if you knew what my brain like was like feeling like, it turns into mush by 4 o'clock. It turns into mush. Okay, so we're gonna let this drone tour go through, and then we're gonna show you a home tour, and then we're gonna talk about the pros and the cons of that particular builder, and I can give you some of my expertise on working with them. Yeah, I personally think on the entry level they're a really solid entry level builder. They really really are, right?
And as of right now, I mean, these incentives change all the time. But as of right now, you have $10,000 that they're putting towards closing, and they're taking 4% of your purchase price and giving it to you in flex cash. So you can use that to cover the rest of your closing. You can use it to buy down your interest rate. I mean, it's your money to do what you want with it as far as going towards the home.
We're gonna be smart with it, folks. But look, it's flexible cash. Don't spend it like crazy, okay? We're going to guide you in the right direction, all right? We got your back. But first, I need you guys to just sip on your wine. Maybe you got a little beer. Maybe you got a cigar. Maybe you're just drinking water like I am right here. And we're gonna take this home tour. Now, first things first, before you get started in the numbers here, one thing that Meritage does do it is they have the pavers that are included in their package that they have. Remember, you're not going to the design studio right now. It's a spec build, but they give you pavers at this price point, which we'll go over in a second. All right, let's do it. Looks like a nice clean lens on this camera. I love it. All right, so hit us with
So
the specs of this.
this is one of their bigger one-story homes. You got a 4.2. It's going to be 1,840 square feet, two-car garage. The price point on this one's going to be about 330, and it's a nicely put together home. They really utilize the space pretty well in this one. So you got
Nice.
the big foyer, which I really really like. You got the pocket rooms over here. So you're going to have 2 bedrooms and a bath, all when you first walk in this home.
Pretty standard, right? Nothing like that wows you as of yet, but there's a few features that Meritage has that I think will definitely benefit you all.
Uh, you got the bypass closet doors instead of the fold outs that come off the hinges all the time.
Yeah.
They're going to
I,
have tile throughout. You got carpet in the bedroom, and Meritage does the Mohawk carpet, which if you've ever walked on the Mohawk carpet, it's really, really, really soft. and it's they say stain resistant, but you
No,
can still put some stains on it if
the
you ain't
stains
careful.
just blend in. They blend in with that color right there, guys. Hey, but take a look at the countertops that you have here. Obviously, you have your tile all the way up. It's not just the plastic insert. We talk about that all of the time. I like that granite. Look at that. You have undermount sinks, dual undermount sinks. One thing that I always loved about Meritage, when I started selling new construction years ago, I was a young man. I don't even think I had this little mustache here yet. Okay. When I started selling new construction homes, I remember stumbling across Meritage, and I was so used to, selling like the DR Horton homes, the Lennar homes. Then I walked into Meritage, and I'm like, you guys have the wood looking tile down. They were just mixing it up, and I was actually, I liked it. I was delighted by it, actually. Take a look at this tile that they have right here. So they're competing with the DRs that have the very basic things. And, to have this in your home as a first-time home buyer, entry-level price point, that's huge. That is huge. Plus the granite countertops with the undermount sinks, those are just kind of the subtle differences that, really makes you feel like you're buying a quality home.
And with this builder, you are going to get the washer and dryer included. You'll also get a fridge and you'll get blinds. The only thing you won't get
Perfect.
is is your
Sorry.
is your stovetop and your microwave.
Damn, you don't get a stovetop?
No, the
Damn.
range is not included.
Whoa. That's a little backwards, but, hey, we may get you guys a range. We've been known to get our clients some cool things. I'm not going to say that we will get you the range because I know everybody's going to like hound me. They're going to hound me about everything. Didn't you say you were giving your clients ranges? Like, no. But man, you can't live without a fridge either. I guess you can, but look at this little indentation right here. So you were talking about the foyer being a big foyer, right? So this is kind of an extension of it. I always call this like the key drop-off zone. I have a little area in my home where it's like my wife hates it. The book bag's always there when I come home. My shoes are always there. The keys are always put down. I apologize. But this is kind of that area right here, which hopefully you can keep it clean. Another thing that you can do with this little area right here is put like lockers right here. Right, for people to put their shoes, hang up their coats, hang your book bag up. So something kind of a drop zone. I
Yeah,
like it.
if I had that in my house, my shoes, keys, everything's just getting dropped right there as I'm walking in.
Hopefully not your golf clubs.
No, man, I keep them in the truck.
You're going to forget them if you keep them in the house, right? So
Oh yeah,
1,800 square foot. So this floor plan right here is comparable to DR's Cali floor plan. And it kind of looks similar to an extent, right? Like, so you have this island that's facing in the same direction that DR's would. But I would say that this is more of an open concept, right? I think DR kind of has like this here. There's a dining area, and then there's like this L-shaped room right there. So more of an open concept with this one. And so another thing is Meritage is known for their energy efficiency. So they have they'll have like the model of the open attic space where they cut like a hole in the ceiling, and then they show you how they put the spray foam in, and then they even have like a thermometer in there, and it's like 72 degrees in the attic space, which may not seem like important to you all until you live in Florida and it's mid-January or July. I'm sorry, January should be a little cool. Mid-July and you're in your attic. It's like a sauna in that damn thing. So it keeps
yeah.
the house a lot cooler.
Any energy saving insulation that you have in your house is much needed at all times in Florida.
And they also, and this is because I've worked with them before and I've helped clients with them, they put the insulation inside of the cinder blocks too. So this is a block
Yeah,
home, and you have those, the cinder blocks with the two pockets that go all the way down, and they also fill that with insulation as well. So their goal is to make sure that you're saving a lot of money on your electricity bill.
yeah, and these are also smart homes. So you'll get the app on your phone to be able to control your Ring doorbell, your garage, all that kind of stuff.
That's a 3.5 star pantry.
It's not the biggest, but I mean
Hey, you don't
It's
have to
decent
defend it.
sized.
You don't have to defend it. It's not your pantry. I'm messing with it. I love it when the agents, they do their tours and I'm talking about the pantry and they all get butt hurt. And they're like, man, really? Like, it's not your pantry. I'm a stickler.
Well, when you're in the home and you're looking at it, you feel attached to it.
Yeah, it's your home, right? So, in my opinion, I felt like you were going to take us to some mother-in-law suite or something, man. This thing had, okay, this is the parking lot. So, in my opinion, this is not a huge covered lanai. The Cali of D.R. Horton is going to have a bigger covered lanai, but you have a covered lanai. The worst is when, you have a builder that you're getting into and they just give you that slab with no covering. And I shouldn't say it's the worst because some people are okay with that. Me personally, you're in Florida. You're here partially because of the weather. So you might want to have a little area that you can hang out outside.
And not all these Meritage homes are going to have covered lanais.
Yeah.
They all have the option for a covered lanai, but they don't all come with a covered lanai.
Noted. Here we go.
Here's what you were speaking about a minute ago.
Yeah. What does it say? I want to see what that thermometer says. We should go test the theory. I should go to some of my clients' homes and go in their attic and then come back and do a review on it. And that's the kind of info you all need, right? So the buying process, they spec everything out. So I'm assuming that they're just going to release lots and, let's just say this particular floor plan, let's call this floor plan A. Somebody's like, I like floor plan A, but I like the gray cabinets. Well, they can say, hey, look, we're going to build floor plan A on lot 1, 5, and 8. Lot 8 is going to have the gray cabinets, but it's not on the lot that you want. There's going to be some compromise in there, okay? And that's what makes it so affordable for you. So like you said in the very beginning, like Josh said, it's not for the person that wants to put their finishing touches on the home. But I think all in all, as a builder, I think you're going to have a great electric bill. I think you're going to get some finishes that some of the other competitors are not going to give you at the same price point. They're still going to give you that 10-2-1 warranty. So the other builder that's in this community, they're going to give you 10-year structural, 2-year on all of the plumbing and electrical work, and then 1 year on the craftsmanship. Same warranty.
So here we got the master suite bathroom. You got the dual sinks. You got your shower. You got your little linen closet, no door, and it's not in the water closet this time.
Yeah. So tell me how you feel about this if you're in here, right? Let me know in the comment section down below or on replay or whatnot. I feel like, with all of the humidity that's going to be in here, right? Like the steam from you take hopefully hot showers. Some of you may take cold showers that maybe it'll put a little bit of moisture on the towels. I don't know. I'm trying to pick here, nitpick a little bit so you all can have some ideas. The worst is when you move into a home and then a month later you're like, I wish I would have known this. But come on, guys.
I would prefer the door, but I do like it a lot better than having it in the water closet.
That's the water closet, by the way, people. I just call it a commode. I call it a commode. There's like it's fancy words. All right, let's take a look. Here. Yeah, pretty standard. It's a good size, actually, good size closet. We're talking about 1,900 square foot here. All in all, quality builder, in my opinion, people. I would rank, and a lot of times people will reach out to us and they will say, rank the builders for me. I want you to rank the builders. Well, I can say this. If we're looking in Davenport, if we're looking in Haines City, the popular builders are going to be what? We always bring it up. You're going to have D.R. Horton. You're going to have Lennar. You'll have Meritage. You'll have some KB homes. You'll have Landsea, right? And you'll have, who else? Oh, you'll have some Richmond American.
Richmond American. You'll have some Pulte.
I will put I would put Meritage above the entry level. I would even, this is going to be such a tough one right here. I would even put Meritage at times above KB Homes. Now, KB Homes will give you more options, more finishes. But as far as a full build, I like Meritage. Now, Meritage can they actually have some products that are higher end products. So we can compare KB's top to Meritage's top. But in the entry level section is what we're kind of looking at right here. You know, me personally, I like Meritage. I really, really do. So let's
Yeah, they have a good look, and like you said, you do have some instances where they will put a high end product where you get to choose a lot of stuff, and but this is their basic, their entry level to keep
yep.
it affordable for everyone.
Speaking of affordability, I do want to go over some numbers with some people. So there's no game today where I'm going to guess the price. I know the price of this home. It's $330,000. And so what we did, and keep in mind, I am not a mortgage broker by any means, but I can pull up a calculator and give you some ideas, okay? So before I pull up the numbers, I just want to explain something. So you have your down payment money, right? That's the money that you need to put down in order to get your loan. In this case, in this example, we're going to be doing an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down, non-negotiable. I don't care what you say, you have to pay that money somehow, some way. You may be able to get a gift from somebody, but let's not get into the weeds. 3.5% down. Now, the other fees are what's called closing costs, right? That has to be paid somehow. Closing costs are going to be your first year of taxes, your first year of insurance. It's going to be all of the fees that it's going to cost the mortgage broker to originate your loan. And in new construction, there's going to be some title fees in there as well. Now, 3.5% your down payment, non-negotiable. Closing cost needs to be paid, but it's negotiable. This is where the builders have been coming in clutch for you all, because closing costs on a home like this could cost you $15,000 to $18,000, right? So the builders are coming in and saying, hey, you know that closing cost that's negotiable? I want to help you with that. You're going to buy our home. This builder says, I'm going to give you $10,000 towards your closing costs. So ching, we're going to be saving money already. On top of that, they're going to be giving about 4% towards the flexibility of the home. Now, you can't use that entire 4% on closing costs. There's only a particular amount that you're allowed to. But 4% is going to get you around $13,000. So $10,000 is going to cover some of your closing costs. You may have about 8 left. What you can do with $13,000 is you can apply some of it towards your closing costs and some of it to buy down your rate. You can apply all of it to buy down your rate, right? And it's really going to be this game of how much money do you have to put down, right? How much money can you afford to come out of pocket with versus how much money are you okay with spending monthly? There's a lot to cover, but I promise you, if you do reach out to us, we'll make sure to break it fully down for you, okay? But either way, wanted to give you a little bit of an example. So here's a home at $330,000, down payment of 3.5%, right? This is what your down payment's going to look like. Remember, non-negotiable. Oh, no, I got to scroll down. Non-negotiable. You got to pay that, okay? We put you at a 7% interest rate. That's the national average right here, and your monthly payment is going to be about $2,700 a month. Once again, this is just an estimate. Pulled it up on Google, all right? Now, if we can get your rate down to a 5% interest rate, which is very manageable with the money that they're giving you, okay? We can get your payments down to about $2,300. So you're going to save about $400, more than $400 monthly. Is it worth it? New construction, low insurance cost. You got all of your warranties with the home. There's so much benefit to buying new. Plus, you could save a lot of money right here. And your payment's going to, definitely be the same. So sorry if I confused you with all those numbers, but I wanted to give you an idea. You can definitely just come out of pocket with this if you wanted to, but your interest rate might be higher. You could come out of this if you wanted to with a little bit of closing costs, and get your rate down, and you can, save $300-$400 a month. Hopefully that didn't confuse you all. Well, we got 7 eyeballs in here and we got 4 likes. That is disrespectful. That is
and with this particular builder, they require a $10,000 deposit to go under contract, and then the rest of it will be due at your closing time. And just kind of like you were pointing out, if there's one thing, if you can swing it, if you can manage it, using that flex cash to buy down your interest rate is absolutely the thing that is going to save you the most money in the long run.
100%. I promise you this, when interest rates come down to 5% nationally, they say in the next 2 years, interest rates may come down to 5%. there is going to be a flood in the people are going to run to the market. And right now we could probably get you a 5%. Ding dong. So, there you have it. And so $10,000 as a deposit, they're going to hold on to 10 grand until it's time for you to close. And then you have to pay the remainder of your down payment, which we've already shown you right there, 11.5. So you're going to come to the table with about $1,500, $1,500, $1,550 to be exact, from according to this. And, depending on if you have a little bit of closing costs that you have to cover, or did you cover it all, we can go over all of that good stuff for you. All right, here's my scary story right here. So in Clermont, in Keegan Crossing to be exact, I had a client that moved into a Meritage home. Loved the floor plan. They were doing their higher end product out there. One thing that I will note is during our blue tape walkthrough, the construction manager, he was not a great construction manager. You will find some things that are off with the home, right? You may find a piece of trim that might not be flush with the other piece of trim, or maybe some paint and chipping and stuff. So we had those things, but the real issue is not having those things. The real issue is when the construction manager is acting like he doesn't want to fix those things, right? Because there's no home is going to be perfect. So that was one of the walks that took us about 5 hours to go through, right? And that was their new home orientation, where they get to understand the functionality of their home. This is how your stove works. This is how your warranty works. And, you get to walk through the home and put your blue tape on the wall and all that good stuff. Well, we spent 5 hours there, and we fought tooth and nail to get this guy to fix things for us. So is it important? Now, some of you may be tough enough to do it on your own, but I will tell you this, without me being there, that CM's objective was to bypass all of that, go through the functionality of the home, and be on his way, right? But my clients were able to get into and some people want more things done than others. Some things could be corrected. Not everything could be corrected, but at the end of the day, I'm not here to tell you what you should think and what you shouldn't think. You tell me to jump. You say you want this fixed. You say you like the way this looks. It either needs to get done, or there's a reasonable explanation for it. One of those things have to happen. So that is that's my scary. That wasn't that scary. Are you scared?
I'm a little.
What else do you got? Anything else for him, man? You got any cool things that have happened over the weekend? Any hole-in-ones at Providence Golf Club or anything?
No, just Haines City had their little ribs on the ridge this weekend. Another ridge,
yeah.
But little barbecue competition. A lot of fun for the kids. A bunch of stuff to do down at the Haines City Park. I just took the kids down there, had a little fun.
Yeah.
Then it rained all day the next day.
It sure did. If I could explain Davenport to you all, it's a suburb of Disney, right? And it's an affordable suburb of Disney. It's a bedroom community. It's a bedroom city. There's nothing in Davenport, really. You have Posner Park to go shopping, but there's nothing in Davenport where you're just like, wow, like it's more small community events, but for the most part, people are going to other areas to go do things. I said that as we drove past the winery sign.
Yeah, there is a cool little winery over here. I've been there once or twice. It's a beautiful place.
I'd have to go check it out. But if you're looking for affordability near Disney, if you're okay with, being in a little bit of a rural environment visually, Davenport might be for you. It really, really might be for you. But, if you're looking to make the move now, or if you're looking to make the move 20 years from now, you see that, here it comes across the screen. Yeah. You see the number floating across the screen. You see the email floating across the screen. Send us a text, give us a call, whatever is easiest for you. I promise you what we're going to do is we're going to set a game plan for you, and then we're going to execute the game plan. It could be tomorrow. It could be next year. It could be when I start to get gray hairs here. I won't get any hair. You see hair right here? If you see hair on my head, run. It's not me. But no, other than that, we appreciate you all tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.